Hey guys, this is Vanessa. My podcast is Life Paranormal with me. Listen as I serve you all things spirit, paranormal, and unexplained. Join me every other Saturday as my guest host and I recount our own experiences that will perplex and utterly terrify you. Life Paranormal with me is available on all major platforms such as Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. Join the Lifer fam by following me on Twitter at VLifeParanormal. Follow, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you can always catch a ride on this spooky vibe.
We've had a doozy of a day.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Welcome to the Horror Basement and Beyond. I'm one of your hosts, Johnny. As always, Jim Jam is here.
Jim Jam here.
Hope everyone is doing well. We appreciate you listening. We've got quite a few things to go over today. Have some listener questions. Have some, of course, cryptid and UFO stuff to talk about. And we got a video game to talk about. Some horror stuff. Horror.
Yeah.
Horror stuff.
We are the horror basement after all.
Yes. We are. That we are. You want to start with the question first?
Yeah. We'll start with, I think this was on Instagrams, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
No, it's a tweet.
Oh, yeah, Twitter.
So, Alice in Wells asked, made a suggestion, I guess. Horror as a way of dealing with loss and grief. I guess saying, how do you feel about maybe horror dealing with loss? I guess people that have lost
Have lost loved ones?
yeah, I guess that they can find comfort in horror movies.
Yeah,
Helps them cope with that loss.
I think movies in general.
Yeah, especially comedies.
Well, I don't know about comedies. Well, yeah, I don't want to say
You make it-
especially. But, like, the way that horror works, if...
Maybe it makes you, helps you escape reality for a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's movies in general. At least for me, I can't label it just as horror movies. Just movies in general where you can escape from what reality is. Like, you know, you can get away from that loss, that pain. It's one reason why I rarely watch any movies that are based on true events.
Yeah.
Because when I go to watch a movie, I don't want the reality to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, I go watch a movie to be in a different world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you escape what we're living in today. And I hardly watch any war movies. I mean, I will watch them, but it's just, like, I've never seen Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of war movies just because I don't want to, relive someone else's tragedy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just not what I'm into, that's why I really enjoy Marvel movies. But that's one way me and my dad used to go. He actually passed away 7 years and 3 days. Actually, that's brings up a good... No, not 3 days. My bad. December 12th is today. 9 days. Which is on my mom's birthday. Is when he passed away. And the one thing that we used to do was we go to the movies.
Any movie or just mainly Marvel?
Pretty much almost any movie, like any movie. I mean, but a lot of Marvel was coming out, still is.
Yeah.
And then hell, any movie, just action movies, mostly action movies, fantasy, sci-fi.
Yeah.
I don't think we went and watched a whole lot of comedy movies, which I don't think I went and watched a whole lot of comedy movies. You know what I mean? Like, because we would try to go like once a month.
Yeah.
So whatever was coming out, Lord of the Rings, of course. But he'd really enjoy the latest movie, Star Trek, when them movies were coming out.
I guess, of course, the remakes, right?
Yeah, the remakes, which he liked the old ones too. But yeah, so and then I still go and I love.
Do you think he'd got that movie pass too?
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, I probably would have bought it for him if I was able to, because it would have been so much easier to get it and to just go to any movie, and he would have enjoyed it. Like, especially lately, like the movies that I've seen, I've been to the movies 13, 14 times since August.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what's nice about that. Like you said, that you get that movie pass, you get off work and just
yeah,
drive to Oklahoma, watch a movie.
yeah, drive like 20 minutes, go watch a movie.
Is there a cap on how many movies you can watch a week?
No.
You can go every day if you want, huh?
Yeah, you could go every day. Like, you could go multiple times a day.
Shit. Like,
Yeah, there's no cap.
maybe you can get lucky and one will end right before the next one starts.
Yeah, I thought about that, and I was like, man, I don't think I could do it. Like, say if just this is like Back to the Future come, and they were doing the trilogy of it.
Mhm.
That maybe I might watch all three of them movies in a row. Probably not. I mean, the third one was okay.
What did you say? What movie?
The Back to the Future.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
The third one was okay. The one where they go to the West. I mean, it was all right. But the first one and the second one I really enjoyed.
I've never seen those in theaters, so I definitely
Yeah, I haven't either.
would want to.
And I don't know what movie I would go to back though. Like it, because I sit there and think
the first two Ghostbusters back to back.
Probably if I had the opportunity.
So what? Okay.
If it was a nice enough, like it'd have to have some really good seats too. Like. I mean, because if you sit in a movie, like a lot of these movies now are 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And which back in the day, they were 90 minutes. So, you could work that a little bit better than 5 hours there compared to.
Maybe they have like in between each movie have a 20-minute like intermission.
Yeah.
Some shit, so you can walk.
You'd have to go use the restroom. Sure.
Yeah, just like each. Be back in 20 minutes and we'll start to the next one or whatever. But what'd be cool is part Ghostbusters 1, 2, and Afterlife.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be super cool. I just don't know if, Afterlife wouldn't bring me after watching it. I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be a reason why I'd go.
What movie?
I enjoyed the movie, but it's not.
What movie would it take? You don't know? To make you want
Like an older movie or now?
I bet you wouldn't do Lord of the Rings back to back.
That'd be hard.
That's like, well,
they're 3-hour movies. Close to 3 hours.
How many is there? 4?
There's 3. Or is there 4? No, there's a trilogy.
Yeah. Okay, so that's them 9 hours right there.
And then if you did
the
Hobbit movies,
so that's a prequel, right? Watch that before Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
I've never seen the Hobbit.
Oh my God! Me and my dad got to go. I don't think he got to see the final one. He passed away in 2014. No, I'm pretty sure he didn't because it come out the year or two later, and of course I went and watched it. I bought the Hobbit trilogy when it come out, and he already had the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
They made 3 Hobbit movies.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm way behind. I've never seen none of them.
Oh, they're good.
I've seen Lord of the Rings.
If you like the Lord of the Rings, I enjoyed the Hobbit. Now I've never read the book. Yeah. I got Audible now. If anybody has any suggestions on Audible, I got that free credit. And I got $20 I need to spend before December 23rd or something. Like they gave me, because it's like, well, you get 3 months.
How did you ever watch that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah, it was okay.
You should check out the book. It's like a prequel.
Is it better?
Well, yeah. Well, it's really good. I think it's more focused on Brad Pitt's character.
Well, the movie was I wasn't a big fan of it. I thought there was going to be more action in the movie.
The ending is where it
Yeah,
got pretty wild.
It's like,
I liked how
I
what
struggled
Quentin Tarantino altered reality pretty much, and they lived instead. What's her name?
oh yeah, I don't know.
That actress that died from the Manson family.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I got like 4 months. Is it 4 or 3 for like $4.95 a month?
not at all.
Yeah, and then they gave me $20 credit, so it's pretty much like free.
Well, did you like the Hatchet series?
Yeah, they were good.
Try I Survivor.
Is that an Audible book?
That's a prequel to the Hatchet series. It's about the main guy, the Asian dude that's in.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's his story up to it. Yeah,
yeah, I know.
And Victor Crowley, he's selling that book in the movie.
Yeah, I know stuff.
And Adam Green narrates it.
Oh, cool. Well, I might like that.
Yeah, I would listen to it. It's really good. Speaking of that, as we're recording, I think they're still going right now on their Yorkie-Con 6, which this will be out after, so but hopefully they raised a lot of money.
I think you can still go buy like the poster afterwards, maybe.
Yeah, I got my wife bought me the poster this year, and it was pretty cool because speaking of Back to the Future, their poster for this year is
Back to the Future.
Yeah,
that's a pretty cool poster.
Yeah,
but it's going back to dealing with trauma or loss with horror films. I think a lot of people, if you grew up, which I didn't get that opportunity to grow up with a parent that was really into horror films. I don't know how. I still don't really know how I got to watch as many horror films as I did when I was a kid. Like young, I think back, like, and I've said this before, like where I watched these movies, but my parents didn't watch them.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
My parents never did either.
So I don't know where I got to watch them. I guess that
more
HBO.
More friends, like if you had your friends stay over. Like you said that y'all would go to the video store and rent movies, right?
Yeah, and then we got to watch a lot of them at other people's. And also it's more like watching in passing because you do slumber parties. Like you're a kid, you're not. But like I said, my friend's birthday was the 13th of December. So when Friday the 13th happened, Jason, Friday the 13th was actually on you.
Friday the 13th, or would you watch part 2? Because a lot of people skip part 1.
Well, it was just whatever was on TV because they actually showed.
USA,
they had marathons of Friday, and it was like, and I don't know if they really do that, which is a huge disappointment because when we were kids, that's when it was first coming out.
Nowadays, you can just do it yourself. You don't have to.
True. Yeah, you're
right. It's like behind you, shelves.
Yeah,
all the
VHS players were a little bit more expensive and harder to get. Or VCRs. I said VHS players. VCRs.
Thinking of this question that she sent in, I don't know if I've ever really thought about it too much. Watching a horror movie when I'm dealing with a loss or something. I don't know if I've ever even really thought about it.
I don't think I've lost a whole lot of people in my life as far as that I was really connected to. There's my father and my grandfather, but other than that, I never had friends pass away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there was people that passed away in high school that were, young, whatever, but I was never close to anyone. Like no one close to me has ever really passed away yet.
Do you think your fear of that? Of losing someone, so you don't want to even attach yourself to
No, absolutely not.
You just don't want to deal with drama.
No, yeah. Well, it's just I've never, like, my friend group didn't have that loss, that tragedy.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe you hung around some pretty smart people that didn't do dumb shit together.
No, we did dumb shit. We did dumb. Teenagers doing drugs and drinking.
So what was it? Me and Johnny, we met,
7 years ago.
7 years ago? Oh, yeah, because the podcast is 6 years old. 6 in a couple months.
Yeah, well, I guess it was 6 years then.
It was a little more.
Yeah, it was a year after my dad passed away.
Okay.
Well, not a complete year.
Yeah.
But it was 2015 is when we met.
Yeah.
Because that's when I started working at the one place.
Yeah.
That was fucking horrible.
Well, Well, hopefully that'll change. It has changed.
But yeah, I think a lot of people uh, may have grown up also with a family member that watched horror with them. You know what I'm saying? Or people you get a group of friends, that were really into it and they lost, and you could really and that's why I say movies. If you relate with someone with a movie in a genre, like it would really like when I go and I can like I say I can only bring this back to like Marvel movies or when I go to the theater, I sit there and think my dad would really like this.
Yeah.
It's not a sad moment. It's
Mhm.
this is great. And I can think about how he would respond. And I think that's the way with horror films. You get in it and just watch like, I mean, how many films have we watched like over the years? And I don't know, it just you watch horror films and it, it's a release.
Yeah.
I mean, even though tragic shit's happening to people,
Yeah.
it still don't.
Like I said, I guess it just gets your mind off things.
Yeah.
It helps you escape that reality that, unfortunately it's going to still be there when you, get out of that movie or whatever. But, thinking back, though, I don't know if I've had too many people that would go to movies with me. I think my brother would probably usually. Like, I think, well, he went and saw Signs with me, and of course I took a girl on a date to see it a second time. And then I saw it a third time again, I believe. So, what else was it? I don't know, the remake of Friday the 13th saw in theaters in McMinnville. But I don't. That's the crazy thing, Johnny always would refer to me as what was it, the horror at the beginning when we
The horror expert.
Yeah, and I didn't want to say that. I'm not expert, I know horror movies pretty well, but my wife is the horror expert. But actually, when I met my wife, she had this vast collection, which a lot of the movies that's behind Johnny right now are her movies. A ton of them, all the VHS up there and whatnot. The Friday Nightmare on Elm Street box set VHS, hers. All the Halloween hers, whatever. So yeah, but I got more into horror when I met her, which I love horror, but I love comedy too. Before I met her, comedy was pretty much all I would watch, and I was big into hip hop music when I was a teenager. So I would watch a lot of them movies, like Master P put out movies like I'm About It or About was it?
Did he?
One was called About It, I think, and then I Got the Hookup was one of them. And then 3-6 Mafia had a couple movies called Choices 1 and 2.
Oh, see, I had no clue.
And then I love watching stand-up comedy, which I still love that. But I was a big comedy guy. Comedy.
Oh yeah.
I love comedy movies. Like this collection right here of horror movies. I got a shit ton of collection of comedies downstairs in my son's room. So, but
I think that rolls with the horror comedies.
Yeah, that's like me and Johnny. We
horror
like Wolf Cop over there.
Oh, that's
Or
fucking
Ash versus Evil Dead. Just the name you can't forget. Tucker and Dale versus
Yeah,
Evil.
that's one.
I always bring that up, but you can't forget that movie. But that's a good one. Like if you feel like you want to watch a movie to try to escape, watch fucking horror comedy.
Yeah,
Hatchet's movies are horror comedies, and really gory, and they will definitely Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Just to name a few. Is there any you can think off the top of your head that kind of like recommending people?
I don't know, like to me though, like any horror film,
Yeah,
it's going to escape because my thing now though is I have a problem with now going to watch a horror film and seeing people get killed and I start laughing.
Yeah. Well, because some of it is pretty comedic how they get.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my god, did you see that?
Yeah.
Like just because the special effects look good, and especially if they're practical effects, like you find more of interest in the artwork. You know what I'm saying? Like because you're watching this film and it's not real, but for them to be able to make that scene and make it seem real, and you just start really appreciating the art, and
Yeah.
you really start losing yourself into, the reality, and you can appreciate it.
I wonder if a lot of people do that. Like, because I don't know if it's because I listen to the Movie Crypt podcast, which they talk about a lot of behind the scenes of movies, of making movies and stuff, and where we've shot Paranormal Activity, kind of that's movie making, if you want to say.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's just normal people that don't make movies ever sit there and like, I wonder how that was shot. How that
100%.
You think that a lot of people do that?
Well, because I would always watch behind the scenes.
I like the featurette on the DVD.
When DVDs and Blu-rays really had behind the scenes stuff, I would watch deleted scenes and some of the behind the scenes because I want to see if I'm interested in the movie. That is, if you watch a movie, you're like, "Damn, that was good." How? And then you see that they have a behind the scenes. I think a lot of people are interested in.
I really like watching the bloopers.
Yeah, and the bloopers. Every film should have a blooper reel.
Yeah, that's like,
and it should be showed through the freaking credits.
Yeah, that's perfect. You don't need to throw. I guess you can throw them in there, but like in the featurettes or whatever. But throw them in the right. Let a few credits go, and then pop up the bloopers. Like
when we done credits go next.
Yeah, when we done Paranormal Activity, I would do that because there's plenty of times we fucked up shots.
Oh yeah,
like the Tory Story.
Yeah.
Was it Story Tory?
Yeah.
Is that what I said?
Tory.
But yeah, horror movies definitely help deal with grief. Like I said, lets you escape reality and everything. I hope that answers your question, Alice, or your
I think
topic.
I'd like to know others people's like how do they deal with like what movies they would like you was talking about movies to deal with it. What movies you would go into watching to deal with your grief or your loss of an animal, a pet. You know what I mean? Like
that's pretty rough too.
And just in your life, like it'd be nice to hear other people what they.
Yeah. So leave us a comment or message us on the Horror Basement and Beyond Instagram, Twitter. Which on Twitter it's Horror Basement 1, right?
Yeah,
I think that's what it is. My dumb ass when I approved that shit, I should have tried to fix that. But yeah, we're Horror Basement 1 on Twitter, and the Horror Basement and Beyond on Instagram.
Yeah, and the other question, the other topic.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Instagram.
We'll have to get back to this one because we actually need to do some research.
Chris Harbin 72. So be on the lookout for this. We're going to actually research this a little bit more. That way we can go into this. But he asks, I'd like to see a discussion on the stories behind these scary movies. For example, the $10,000 that went missing in the original Amityville horror movie was based on a fact in the newspapers had based off missing insurance money that they could not find after arresting that Ronald Defio guy. I think he spent it before they arrested him, but they never did find the money that was missing.
I asked Amy about this, and she said she's heard about it. So it's it's nothing. Was it obscure? Is that the word? Maybe. Yeah. So it should be pretty easy to find, and so yeah. On the next episode, we'll between now and the next episode, we'll research that and we'll talk about that on the next one. But
it'll probably be fun too. Even like some of the other movies, like I say I don't really watch movies that are based on true stories, so but just I like to hear about them, like the research of how things got started would be all right.
Yeah. So we'll check out the next episode to hear about that. But so I want to bring this up before we move on to some article or that game. Me and Johnny and Amy and some more friends if they want to go, but we have recently started ghost hunting.
Yeah,
and we're would it novice? Is that the word?
Yeah, we're novice.
Yeah, we're amateur, novice, whatever. So we're trying to learn this, and When we went to a house that was supposed haunted, and I think we got a couple things maybe, but I'm not sure. Next time I'm thinking we got a friend a friend that he's in an actual ghost hunting group, and he said he would come out with us and he's got some more stuff or equipment that we
Yeah.
don't have, and he'll kind of give us a little training course in the field. So looking forward to that. But it's pretty cool. We kind of did experience. I think we went to a cemetery not too far from here, and our EMF detector's battery died. So I don't know if something drained it or what, but it's 9-volt battery, unfortunately. So that means fucking $4 a battery.
Dang, man, they don't sell them at the Dollar Tree no more.
They might, I don't know, but I got a 4-pack. I'm getting some Duracell, so maybe they'll last long. But if they drain a lot quick when you go son, I will be going to Dollar Tree and buying them. But
I don't know if they sell them anymore. They used to.
We'll wire it up. I might rewire it to run off of them AAA batteries. It's something cheaper.
Yeah.
I don't know why a 9-volt battery is so expensive.
Fuck up, I know, dude.
Wouldn't it be crazy if it's just 2 AAA batteries in a little metal container?
I doubt it is, but I'm not getting into the. I don't want people correcting me on my.
Yeah. But yeah, so we put a video clip up on our social media, and you can follow us on TikTok as well. But of us, what we think when we saw an orb and got something on the spirit box. But yeah, we're trying that out. Hopefully, beginning of the year, we're going to get to go to South Pittsburgh Hospital and get to investigate that place. I hear it's very haunted. So yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna try it out. We thought about the Waverly Hills thing, and then I guess we decided on the last podcast, kind of go to South Pittsburgh for like 4 hours. It's like $50.
Yeah, because
and see what just see what it's like to go to a place like that.
Yeah, it's a lot closer, and
well, more than a lot closer.
Yeah, it's a whole lot
closer,
and it's a little bit cheaper, right?
Yeah, it's like $50 cheaper. Well, it's cheaper in general. It's not a 6 hour, or it's not a 3-hour drive, 3.5-hour drive.
So we can get our toes wet a little bit at an actual haunted place.
Yeah.
And hopefully we're looking into another location. We're trying to get with them with it. I don't think they allow ghost hunting, but the way they sent the email back, it's possible it could happen. There's a slight possibility I can talk them into it if we don't show certain things, maybe. I don't know. But keep a lookout for that.
And that's why I would say if we do go ghost hunting, a lot of it's we're not going to reveal where we go.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't want that. No.
Yeah, and I think that's what we're going to work with the anonymity. Yeah, I think I said that right. On the people. Because, I mean, you don't want people harassing, the people where you go. So it's just, if you got a place and you're like nearby, we'd be happy to come out and like try to learn, because we're novice, as you said, amateur, but we're not going to release like your information or put you on blast so other people harass you.
But if you want to be, we can interview.
We can interview. We can do all that if you want to be. Unless you just want to be. Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, just email us. So you can email us at Tennessee. It's a lot easier just to email us at tnhorror@gmail.com, or you can actually call and leave a voicemail at the our little hotline or whatever. If you don't have a haunting or something you want us to come check out, you can leave us a voicemail with your experience or something at 931-325-9755. And if you're cool with it, we'll play your audio on the air and kind of react to it and talk about it. But if you have a haunted location or something you would like us to check out that's illegal to be there, we don't want to try to what I call guerrilla ghost hunting or something. But yeah, just call that number 931-325-9755. If you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify, you can see the number underneath. But yeah. give that number a call and
Yeah, and another question: if you're really experienced in ghost hunting, or you're like, what's the word? Can't think of the word, but or a word. Do you think we'd have a good? I got a question of: do you think we'd have a good opportunity to catch or to find ghosts or whatever paranormal activity, even though none of us are like we're not empath or what's the other word? Clairvoyant, or never really had experiences with ghosts ourselves. And I think would we even have a chance? Would they even be willing?
I think we need to. If we don't feel like we, well, maybe a ghost or a spirit or whatever would not want to interact with us, it's because maybe we're not opening up to enough. So maybe we can talk with someone that's more like a medium or something, like Life with V. She's a psychic medium, which you've already heard her trailer before this podcast. But maybe we can talk with her and see how we can maybe get more of in a mindset of that where we need to be. So I know they say you need to be very open to it, but it's wild how you got to be open to do it.
And that's what I don't. And there's which I'm more open to. I'm open to people that have had experiences, and I believe that they believe that they've had an experience.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they truly believe it. I'm open to that. But why should I have to be open for a ghost for me to experience it if it's real?
Yeah.
And that's the skeptic part of me. I go in with anything, even if we start investigating cryptids or whatever, the skepticism of, is this real? I'm not there to, you know what I'm saying, to just 100% believe, because I think if you 100% believe in any of it, like in doing something, you're going to find a way to talk yourself into saying that was something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And maybe that's my role of all this.
You don't want nothing to influence maybe a false
positive.
Yeah.
Or, just like the false outcome of, oh, yeah, that is, like I want to try to figure out and explain like why that happened.
Like I think we're going to try to do when we record stuff, if we're ghost hunting, if we hear a voice on the spirit box, we're not going to put up what we think it said. Like in the ghost hunting shows, they'll put up a little caption when they do a repeat of it.
Well, unless you
what they say it says.
But if you hear it and you can hear it over and over, you should be able to hear it, right?
Yeah, but I don't feel like we should put a caption on it. We can, because then I want you to maybe let us know what you think it was said.
Well, that's where I like the last one. They said it sounded like it said "What's up,"
but
I don't know if it did.
Yeah, we don't know. But when you think about who we were trying to talk to, it was an older guy that probably died, passed away, and I don't know when. I didn't ask that question. See, like I said, we're amateurs at this, but we didn't ask that question when they passed away, and they're older folks, so I don't think an older person would be saying "What's up."
Yeah,
but I could be wrong. I don't know though.
Could have said, "What's that?" I mean,
maybe, yeah. So yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. Like I said, we're figuring this all out. But also just hit that number up 931-325-9755. Let us know if you know of a haunted location in the Middle Tennessee area that we can go check out. And
any suggestions to help us get better at it.
Yeah,
I mean, ultimately, that's what.
Leave a message on tips we can do to.
Yeah, like what
experience.
We can do. And we can comment on your message for tips.
Yeah.
We'll
give you a shout out.
That way we could have a discussion on, how that would work for us.
But yeah. So go ahead, Johnny, with this.
So we got some fun stuff in the horror genre. Which this could be fun.
Because this right here is from the same company that made...
Gun Media. It's a Gun Media?
Yeah, Gun Media.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, they made Friday the 13th again.
Gun Media. Yeah, Gun Media.
Which me and Johnny were a backer of the Friday the 13th game.
Kickstarter, yeah. So they're making the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a game based on true events. And this right here, they got the rights to it, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be another. It's going to be like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be like Friday the 13th.
So you're gonna be survivors that's trying to escape.
You'll have
probably
one
the
killer.
fire house.
Yeah, you'll have one killer, but there's going to be multiple killers.
So yeah, I guess like the Hitchhiker maybe, and
You'll be the Hitchhiker, right? The Hitchhikers are the ones that.
no, the Hitchhiker is man, I hate because I forgot. I think it's like a brother or something to Leatherface, or some kinfolk to Leatherface. But
Yeah, they're working with Kim Hinkle.
and Kane Hodder is doing motion capture for Leatherface. I saw that. I saw a post about that. So Kane Hodder, which he did the motion capture for Friday the 13th. But
Yeah, the cook. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Texas is all about family. Okay, the cook, the Hitchhiker, and Leatherface all have specific jobs to do and roles to play. So that's the. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Jimmy. You can go to txchainsawgame.com and this article is there. But so 3 killers, and then you're going to be the survivors in it. And I'm not sure how they'll do the settings. Because you'll have to have a house.
yeah, you'll have the house.
Because, like,
And
Friday the 13th had campgrounds.
yeah. Well, it'll probably be based around that house,
Yeah, but you have to have more than one level, right? And then,
They might have like the underground
how-
area from part 2 and stuff.
do you think that they'll do the whole mechanics again? Because there won't be a boat, right? But to, like, get in a car, have to find the battery, the keys,
Well,
and gas.
there was in the first movie they were in a little van, like a Volkswagen van.
Yeah.
So maybe that van will be there or something. And maybe there will be some vehicles they can try to get in to get away with or something.
Yeah, like a truck.
Yeah.
Because there was a truck, right?
At the end of it. But she
Yeah.
jumped in the back of it
Yeah.
after the semi guy got killed.
What if there's a moving truck and you can just jump into it?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's all speculation now. But you can actually watch the little, I guess, the teaser trailer
Yeah.
of the video game right now. And I'm hoping they did like in the Kickstarter, like they did with Friday the 13th, where me and Johnny was able to get 2 game keys for the price of 1. So that'd be pretty cool. And we was actually, we stayed up all night. Because I think the game released on a Friday night. So we stayed up all night trying to play and I think Gun Media didn't realize how popular it was.
They had no clue.
So their servers were not capable of handling the response they got for that game at the first start. But now, I believe Friday the 13th helped them launch their stuff a lot more. So that's probably how they're able to make this game, is because of the money they made from Friday the 13th.
Yeah, and they're teaming up with, I think they're teaming up with someone else too, though. Gun Interactive, blah, blah, blah.
That's one of theirs too.
Well, that's Gun Media. I guess Gun Interactive is probably the...
But it's pretty cool that Kane Hodder is going to be a part of it, because he was really good friends with the original Leatherface, which was Gunnar Hansen.
Sumo Digital is also part of it.
Maybe they're helping with the motion capture part of it or something. I'm just speculating, because digital sounds like it would be something to do with
Yeah, probably something with that. But
the motion capture.
They're selling products. They got some T-shirts, Texas Chainsaw hoodie, 2 hoodies, and it's got the Gun Media game based on true events. They got a T-shirt and 2 different hoodies. The hoodies are on sale.
Wish they would do some of the codes for 2-for-1 codes.
Well, that's the thing. They don't have. They're not doing.
Yeah, it don't look like they're going to do it.
They're not doing a Kickstarter on this.
probably too hard to do. I say, like for a game like that, it would probably be too hard because you probably have a ton of people that want to do it, and then you have to deal with all that.
Yeah, Fear the Gun and Sumo Digital are part of the game.
Does it say like did it give any kind of detail on when it possibly could be out, or not even talking about a release date yet?
Yeah, they haven't really.
This is just more or less just to get things hyped up and get people excited about it. So, which it works perfect because it's got me and Johnny excited. So,
This one dude commented pre-ordered F-13 and last year the Nightmare, and both turned out flops. I don't know. F-13 was actually pretty fun. If it worked, when it worked, it was fun. Because the issue with that is
people found
host migration. They didn't have the host migration part of it set, and if they play this game, better have it. Because when you go in and then the hosts don't like what's happening and they quit, so then everybody gets kicked out of the game, and you've been in a 9 minutes out of a 10-minute game.
Yeah, maybe they'll
Maybe
they'll do it where the host would like host migration.
Yeah, like where if one person falls off, somebody else becomes the host.
Yeah,
Same way with you know what I mean, like because that sucked. Like, well, they lost. Oops, get your camera. They lost and then they just jump out, and that ruined the game for me.
And there's a lot of glitches people would use to like get up on the roof and stuff.
Yeah, a lot. I didn't get to watch this video before we started recording,
which is understandable though on that. With the glitches and stuff, because Gun Media was a newer company when they did. I think that was pretty much their first game, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was our first game.
So yeah,
and what the problem with that is they couldn't keep supporting it because of the lawsuit that we talked about this. The lawsuit that F-13 Friday the 13th was in between the original writer or whatever of the movie or the story. So they couldn't keep developing because they were going to move into like Jason in space. Jason was it X?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were going to move into like that. I think where there's going to be a spaceship and you was going to be in space and they're going to have a board. I don't know if they ever did that, but I think that's where they were going. That's where they were going, but they couldn't do. It just died because they lost. It's like, well, how do we get rights to it?
I think you can actually still play it though.
Yeah, you probably can.
But I think it's more like private parties. Are we going on to the Skunk Ape?
I was trying to see what this video is, but oh yeah, here we go. It says the Skunk Ape is captured. Click on the article and then you go to yeah, it's a dude in a fucking it has, you can watch the video here. Cryptid University on Instagram. From October 27th. And it has somebody or something.
Talks about Seth Breedlove an article.
Yeah. But yeah, apparently someone filmed Georgia Skunk Ape reportedly captured on video. What, dude? Calm down, boy. Sorry, Romero's over here whining. I watched the video. I don't know. Is it they don't know if it's a hoax or which they suspect that it's a hoax, and it looks like it's just a dude in a.
Of course, like whoever's filming it is
shaking, and it's not.
It's got the shaky camera, and it's not very good. They probably zoomed in. So, yeah, it's probably. What's cool though? This was a coincidence that me and Johnny are both wearing Bigfoot shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go look at that. So, like I say, I pulled this up before we started recording, so I didn't get to really look over the article as quick as I wanted to.
But yeah, it talks about Seth Breedlove in there. We've interviewed him a couple times, so you definitely check out Small Town. Small Town Monsters is they make some great documentaries about
Okay.
cryptids and stuff. So check them out on YouTube and Instagram and all that good stuff.
Oh, so here we go with the next article we have. An anomaly, anomalien. So the anomaly, anomalien. I've never heard of this website, but this is from December 11th. It was yesterday.
Yep.
Apparently, reports come out and said that the U.S. military is not alone in having the government's not alone in having their own research or investigations of strange objects. The Chinese government has their their military is looking into this. Chinese military has its UFO task force, its own UFO task force. That's been overwhelmed by the search and sighting reports.
Huh.
So the People's Liberation Army uses a 3-tiered system to investigate instances of unidentified air conditions, a euphemism reminiscent of the U.S. military's term for UFOs, unidentified aerial phenomena. The UAPs now.
Yeah.
And that's from the South China Morning Post reported that. PLA relies on reports from military radar stations, Air Force pilots, police stations, weather stations, and Chinese Academy of Sciences observatories to gather as much data as possible about mysterious flying objects. Then the information is processed by the military and undergoes preliminary analysis before being submitted to a national database. The PLA headquarters then assigns a threat index to each sighting based on the object's behavior, physical features, and any other relevant variables. But Chinese analysts have been overwhelmed in recent years by the growing number of sightings reports from a wide range of military and civilian sources. According to the Post, prompting the PLA's UFO task force to rely on artificial intelligence to help sort through the data. So they're even having issues with all the unidentified objects that are going through the air, and which is weird. Which actually it's not weird, because if you experience it here, it's experienced all over the world. And
You think since China has more people that they would have a lot more sightings? So much. They got a ton of people there. What do you think?
Possibly, and this right here says the increasing popularity of recreational drones, as well as an uptick in military activity in the South China Sea, could also explain why the PLA has been inundated with UFO reports. China's only officially confirmed UFO sighting occurred in 1998 when 2 military jets intercepted a low-flying object that appeared above an Air Force base or an air base in Guangzhou, Hebei province. The object was described as a short-legged mushroom. The beams of light shooting down from its underside, the object was able to quickly accelerate before disappearing from radar, according to a report about the incident published in an official website or newspaper. Yeah, so UFOs are out there. Something's out there that people can't explain. And if they're having issues, which a lot of it's probably can be explained, as far as their government doing secret training stuff, just like our government does. Every government in the world does.
Oh, yeah.
They do have more space.
Like Area 51.
Yeah, China does have more space probably to, like where there's not as many people living to do some tests.
Do you think China has their own Area 51?
Probably.
Isn't it crazy, though? Like, the president of the United States can't even go there. He's not even got clearance to go to this.
Yeah, super weird, ain't it?
That's crazy though that you would. So the president of the United States don't
The
have.
commander-in-chief
Yeah.
is what he's considered.
So who's higher than him? There must be someone higher than him if they're not letting him go to certain places.
Yeah, and why wouldn't they let him? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you not allow them to go in and see if you're not hiding anything?
Yeah.
But I guess it's the whole thing where you get the military that people and leaders and stuff that consider themselves better or higher, more important. No, get down. More important than someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, they deserve to know more than what the public or even a president, because the president's only there short term.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these people are there for long term.
Maybe they think someone will get to him and
Yeah.
he'll expose it or whatever.
More likely. You're a weirdo. Let me scratch your butt with my shoe. He's such a weirdo. He's a weird dog.
Get down, Romero. Get down.
Get out. Yeah, so UFOs are out there. Whether or not, maybe, hopefully, one day we'll just get invaded.
That'd be crazy. See shit in the sky that just like, oh, fuck, that's real.
Yeah, there won't be no hiding that.
Mm.
Maybe it'll happen one day.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
So, I'm gonna ask you this on air, but just because, guess there's a Fear Expo, the 21st. Let me look at it again. The 21st to the 23rd, which we'll probably do it on the 22nd. Do you want to go to the Fear Expo in Owensboro, Kentucky?
What's the Fear Expo?
It's a haunted house like convention.
I don't know. Wait, the 22nd?
January 22nd.
Oh, January. I was like, yeah, I can't go. December 22nd. That's on a Wednesday, and I'm going to get tattoo work done.
It's January 22nd.
Yeah, sure.
It's like a trade show, you know, but you can just see like animatronic stuff.
Yeah, hell, I definitely, if we can go.
Yeah, we can go with Halloween Horror. You know, that's where I saw it though. Carol posted it. Maybe we can get some footage from there.
Yeah, I mean that'd be cool.
Yeah. Well,
Definitely.
I guess that's all we got, Johnny. All right.
Yeah, I appreciate you listening. Go follow us on the social media stuff.
TikTok is the Horror Basement and Beyond. The Horror Basement and Beyond on Instagram. Horror Basement 1 on Twitter.
Yeah, follow us on TikTok so we can do live videos.
Yeah, we're trying to get that so we can do live videos for Ghost Hunting.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
And then we got in February, we got Conuga.
Yeah, Conuga. It's coming up 2 months. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we're going to start planning on that.
The panels. Yeah, panels.
So we're doing panels again this year. So if you have suggestions on panels that you would like us to do, hell, hit us up at tnhorror@gmail.com. Message us on Instagram or Twitter. Or you can call that phone number, 931-325-9755. Like Johnny said, thanks for listening. This is all we got, y'all. We out.
Peace.
Now it's time to say goodbye to the basement guys again. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Or that is, spooks and spells. Take your shirt off. Y'all come back now, you hear?